What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. It is your boy Javi here, bringing you another auto tech video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the best anti-theft devices that are out there for you to protect your vehicles. We've all known or heard of stories, or maybe you have had the experience, I certainly have, and I don't wish that upon anybody, of having your vehicle stolen. We definitely have heard of many stories of people having their vehicle, waking up in the morning and seeing that their car is gone out of the driveway. Well, there is a list of the best car anti-theft devices of 2024, and you guys are gonna love the list because there are some things that you would have never thought about. But before we get into the video, we have to run by a quick pretty much a quick data regarding auto theft, just so we can know what we're talking about regarding these top vehicle auto theft devices, and how has auto theft skyrocketed in the last few years. Also, one of the big topic is also the catalytic converter, which we all know that that's something that's been that's always been like a topic nowadays since like 2019, that it has started to be pretty popular when it comes to like the black market of people selling catalytic converters. I know that down here in Florida that is a big thing, and people are they're taking extreme measures in the sense of, like protecting their catalytic converters from welding different things and stuff like that. As we go into, as we get into the future, these low-life thieves are actually getting pretty smart with what they're doing and the things that they're doing to steal these vehicles, the equipments that they have, and the ways that they do it to steal these vehicles. So let's get into some like reports of like auto theft, and this is what's happening. So according to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, over 1 million vehicles were stolen in 2023. The popular full-size pickup are actually on the top of the list, which to me is a little bit of a surprise, because I would have thought that the Challenger or the Charger would have been the one to be at top of the list. But that's actually relatively, because there is another car that's in the top of the list that you would have never thought that would be a target for thieves, but it actually is. So if reported stolen in the first 24 hours, vehicles have a 34% chance of same-day recovery, according to 2022 reports. More than 85% of the stolen vehicles were recovered that year. So that's actually pretty good. You're not gonna guess. Well, you are gonna guess, because once I mention it, you're gonna be like, okay, I get it. California leads all states in just over 208,000 vehicle thefts in 2023, followed by Texas with 115,000. So according to the California Highway Patrol, the most stolen vehicle in 2023, listen to this, was the 2015 Kia Optima, followed by the 98 to 2000 Civic. We get why the 98 to 2000 Civic is one of the most stolen. That is the EK hatchback. A lot of these thieves go after those EK hatchback because they know they're modded and they got all these expensive mod on them. And then, sadly enough, you're finding these parts on like OfferUp and stuff like that. But I think people have done a pretty good job with tracking things down. So that's actually, something that we could look forward to with targeting this thief or auto theft pandemic that we got going on. So the most stolen pickup in 2023 was actually a little bit of a surprise to me too, which is the 2001, 2002, and 2006 Chevrolet Silverado. What would the 2001, 2002 have on the Chevrolet Silverado? Maybe the V8, maybe that could be. So wheels, about 950 complete sets of wheels are stolen from the U.S. households every day. That one I didn't know, with businesses and dealers experiencing the similar number of theft. Now, let's talk about the big plot here, or the big conversation, which is the catalytic converters. Based on insurance claims, thefts of catalytic converters increased significantly from 2020 to 2022, though theft numbers have decreased in 2023, of course, because people are taking measures to, for this not to happen. For the first time since 2019, the total number of claims are still around 26,000 claims in total for the catalytic converter, with California yet again being the leading state for cat converter theft. So let's get into the list of what are some of the top things that you could do or you could buy that are going to protect your vehicles, and we're going to have them by price, and there's going to be a list in the description where you can pick these items up for your vehicle. So let's get into it. So the first one we got on the list is the remote battery disconnect switch. It's now at 11% off and is at $50 in Amazon. So the pros of it makes it impossible to start an engine, affordable and simple. And the cons is it could lead to system resets and requires a bit of know-how of how to install it. So a battery kill switch, which is one of the most simple anti-theft device, but it actually really works in keeping your vehicle from starting. Some of these on the list, you're going to be a little bit surprised too. The principle and simple ways to doing it is a relay that connects to your vehicle battery terminal that can activate via remote control, effectively disconnecting your battery from the rest of the electrical system. Now, with a new vehicle, you have the issue that yes, you can have that this could cost a reset on your vehicle. So you got to watch out for that, because you're going to have a lot of lights turning on in your vehicle. Number 2 would be the Viper 31000 V1 way security system. This would just be another alarm system. It's $58 on Amazon. It includes an engine immobilizer. That's actually pretty good. A remote that has great range, and it's a bit tricky to install, and that's one of the cons. So we know that Viper has been going around for years. I remember in 95 arriving to this country, being in the school bus, and one of the schoolgirls had a Viper alarm, and I used to flip out and think that she owned a Viper, or that her family owned the Viper, because obviously we were like in 5th grade. But that's as far as I could go that Viper has been around. Number 3 would be the Next based IQ 4K Smart HD dash cam. This one is a bit expensive. This one is $700 on Amazon. It's $500 at nextbase.com. And these are some of the pros that come with this one. This is a security feature plus the functionality of a dash cam. Sends alerts to your home, but it's a bit pricey. So this one is actually pretty good, because the minute it activates, turns on a dash cam, and you can kind of see, who are the people that are trying to steal your vehicle. The next one that we got going on, you're not going to believe it, but it's actually the Apple AirTag. It's about $34 on Amazon, $28 at BH&M Photos, and $27 at btt.io. Now, the good thing about the AirTag is this one I like the best. It's a year-long battery life, so the battery lasts for over a year. Is extremely compact, so you can hide this anywhere on your vehicle for anything to deter the thieves from stealing. But it's only limited to iOS device. Of course, it's an AirTag. So hiding an AirTag somewhere within your vehicle is actually a great way to track it. But what happens is that if the thieves come and they get into your vehicle and they have a phone, the phone is going to tell them, hey, there's an AirTag near you, and that's going to, it's going to alert them that the vehicle has an AirTag. Now, being so compact, you could put it anywhere in the vehicle. You could hide it anywhere you want, and it's going to deter them, because they're going to say, I'm not going to spend an hour, 2 hours looking for this AirTag. I'm just going to bounce. And that's the good thing about it. And if they decide to still take off, then you can track it down via the AirTag. Now, the next one that comes, I don't know if it's number 4 or number 3. The next one that comes is the Gorilla Automotive wheel lock system. This one is actually really good. If you ever seen or been going down a neighborhood and you see a car in blocks, most likely those wheels are gone. So with the Gorilla Automotive wheel lock, it's about $125 on Amazon. It's $132 at Walmart. It's easy to install. That's one of the pros. It's a set and forge solution, but the cons is won't work for vehicles that use wheel studs, and that's actually a problem. What this does is that if you don't have the lock, you're screwed and you can't take those wheels. Now, the next one is the one that we've been kind of waiting for, which is the main one, which is a cat strap catalytic converter shield. This one is to cover your catalytic and not have it stolen or being sawed off by somebody in the middle of the day. It's about $160 at the catstrap.net. It's about $188 at Amazon. One of the pros is that it's bright color, which is a good deterrent, and difficult to cut through. The cons: requires additional exhaust clamps, so that's actually something that you would have to go to the exhaust place and get it done. The next one would be the steering wheel lock. It is $41 at Amazon, $43 at Walmart. It is super tough and constructive. It prevents brake pedal from being pressed. That one's pretty good. And the cons is the installation requires some contortion, so you could definitely pick this up for a very decent price. Now, this next one is actually pretty cool. It's only about $9, and this is the Lampard RFID blocking key fob protector, because with the way technology is going, you're going to get your FID stolen, and they're going to be able to hack into your vehicle just like that. Remember, thieves nowadays become pretty much hackers. So it is affordable. It's available in multiple sizes. It has a lifetime warranty, but the con is that it can be vulnerable to wear and tear, and that's just one of the things that you have to look at. The next one will be the turnout wheel lock clamp. I actually had this on my Civic. This one is actually really good if you have a very expensive car, or if you're taking your EK, being one of those in the top list. Wherever you go, an example, I used to go to a brewery here near the house. We used to go get some beers with the buddies. And they know who I'm talking about, Andy with the RX-7. I used to put this clamp on, and this actually makes it good because they can't tow it or they can't drive the car. So one of the pros is, some of the pros is a sturdy construction. They're really hard, they're really tough. Dual locks, great. Provides some protections for the wheel, but it's heavy, large, and cumbersome. So yeah, you would have to throw this in the back of your your trunk. So the next one is the meaty OBD2 port lock cab. So this is a cap that goes on your OBD2, and they can't hack your OBD2. The simple solution is the easy to install and remove. The simple solution. It's easy to install and remove, but it will only be affected if the access to the OBD2 is necessary to get away with your vehicle, and that's something that you have to look at. The next one is the one that has been sponsoring this channel for a long minute, and that is going to be the car lock. Car lock has been a sponsor of the channel for a very long minute. I actually have car lock myself. It is a very cheap subscription that you pay a month. It is an advanced real-time GPS tracking and alert system. It goes on your OBD2. There also is various devices. If you don't have an OBD2, it goes on your phone. It gives you alerts. It gives you notifications. You could track it to see where your vehicle's going. It gives you all sort of alerts. Also for teenagers, it monitors your teenagers' drivers. So it's a teenage awareness application that also tells you how fast your teenagers going, if they're taking turns and stuff like that, too harsh. That's something that you can monitor. And the subscription starts only at $9.60 per month. No contract and no hidden fees or no hidden costs. You might want to look into car lock because I've used this myself, and this has been a game changer for me. Anyways, what do you guys think? Leave me in the comments or in the subscription. I'll read you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, remember to hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and your boy is here. I'll see you on the next one.